Joining us now is global entrepreneur and business strategist Ruble Chandy.
The international entrepreneur and best-selling author Ruble Chandy.
Great to be with you, Melissa, and good morning, Houston. What are the three things that you need to do to see if your marketing is effective? And a lot of people talk about marketing, and different people have different ideas about marketing. And everyone says marketing is so important. And you're like, I don't want to deal with marketing. I mean, I just want to grow my business. I don't need to know about marketing. And I don't want to do anything about marketing. I just want results. I just want clients. And then you start hiring people for marketing. And you start thinking that, okay, this company finally can help me. And they worked with us for 3 months. You didn't get any result. And then you go to another person and another company for Facebook ads or something else. And then you try that company and that doesn't work. And then you try another company and this journey continues. We keep on thinking that one of this is going to work. And it might work for a very few number of people and they succeed to the next level. But people who don't really master marketing, they don't have a business. They just have a hobby. They just think about doing business. They just have a dream that might not be fulfilled. So that's why it's really important for you to understand and do this test to see if your marketing is in the right direction, if you're marketing the right way and things like that. Okay, so 3 things. Let's get started. First of all, stop saying, especially if you're a small business owner and if you're doing less than $100 million, I think you need to learn how to do marketing, which means that as a CEO, it's your responsibility to understand what is marketing. How does marketing work? You need to study marketing, not because you want to be a marketing executive, but because you want to learn exactly what these people are doing. Because the biggest thing in marketing is if you hire a person, it's highly likely it's not going to work. And if you don't know that already, you will find out that pretty soon, right, by spending that much money. So don't think that other people should do marketing. You should have the marketing mind, which means that as a business owner, you are a marketer. Understand that. You are a marketer just by being a business owner. What does that mean? Which means that let's go back for a second. Let's take 2 steps back and define what is marketing. So marketing is essentially strategic empathy. Why are you in business? First of all, what is strategic empathy? I'm going to explain that in a second. But before that, why are you really in business? You're really in business because you found out that you could solve a problem for somebody, right? You could solve a problem for somebody, or you could give a solution for something. And you could give them some sort of benefit. Some people can get some benefit. And naturally, you are solving some sort of problem, right? Some inconvenience at least. Is that true? Yeah. That's why you are in business. So what does that mean? That means that the more accurately you understand your customer's problem, the better business you could do. Is that true? Is that fair to say? Yeah. Marketing is my definition for marketing. So here is my definition, and I will explain how it is connected to you knowing their problems. My definition for marketing is understanding somebody's problem better than themselves and being able to articulate their problem to them better than they themselves can do. I'll say that one more time. Somebody has a problem and you could explain that problem to them better than they could explain it themselves, right? So they have a problem. You know that they have a problem and you could explain their problem better than they could explain themselves. Then that is marketing. That's what marketing is. Every marketing, everything that is done everywhere is basically that. So what happens? I mean, there are multiple definitions for marketing and we'll get into that subject in a different time. But that being said, if you know their problem better than they themselves do, you have empathy. So which means you're strategically empathizing with your customers as a CEO, as a president, as an entrepreneur, as a creative artist of your company. You're empathizing with them enough so that you know how to articulate their problems to them. And that's your advertisement. That's your YouTube video. That's your YouTube ad. That's your SEO, like, Google ad, or that is your ad in a magazine, in TV, wherever, right? So don't let other people do marketing. Allow the marketing to be centered, focused on what you know, because you know more about your customers than your marketing company. So you need to get involved in marketing, which is the first test that you need to do to understand that if your marketing is effective. So if you're not involved, then it's likely it could fail. The second thing is significance versus result. Most marketing, I venture to say, I don't have a stat for this. I venture to say that 80% of the marketing that is done all over the world is what I call a significance marketing. What does significant marketing mean? These are the kind of marketing that make you feel significant. So it's obvious, right? So which means that whenever a marketing company is coming, and what are they saying? They're like, okay, let's try to have some more people on your Facebook page, and then let's boost the post, and so more people hear about it, and then let's put this on this magazine, and then let's go to this billboard, and let's do an ad on. If you have more money, let's put an ad on TV, and let's get you on a TV show. And makes sense. Almost none of this is going to give you result. It might give you result. I'm not saying they will not, but until you start intentionally going after result. If you're spending money on TV, you need to know exactly how much money you're going to get. If you're spending money on Facebook, you need to know exactly how much money you are going to get in return, and when are you going to break even in terms of the returns. And we'll talk about that in a second. But before that, understand this. If you don't know when you're going to get return on your investment, which means that the money that you spend, if you don't know how much and when you could get that money back, you're gambling. You're not marketing. It's just gambling, right? You could go to Las Vegas and gamble your money there instead of doing marketing. Let's be honest about it, right? You're gambling for significance. Oh, look at my picture. It's been seen by 300,000 people. And you lost money. You're bleeding your cash flow because you supposedly invested in marketing, which was not result-based marketing. It was significance-based marketing. And then you felt significant. You felt good spending money, right? You could do so many other ways to be significant, but marketing should not be one of them. Makes sense? Marketing must be result-based. If you're spending $1, if you're spending $2, if you're spending $20, you need to have a clear plan for it to be returned to your pocket. Otherwise, you are wasting your money. And it is possible today. Like probably 100 years ago, 50 years ago rather, it was difficult. But today, you could actually specifically design your marketing in such a way that every dollar that you spend, you could get up to $3 or $5 or $10 or more if you know how to do this effectively. So that is the second thing. The third thing is, which is the most important. So the question really is on the second level is your marketing significant driven or result driven? So whatever you're doing as marketing, is it driven by significance or is it driven by result? Okay. The third and the final thing is very simple. You must get your return on investment something between 2x to 10x in the next 12 months. If you're spending, let's say $1 in marketing, and if you cannot get at least $2 by end of the year, I believe that you're wasting your time. Again, let's be blunt about it, right? You spend $10,000 on marketing, and then 1 year later, you're making $5,000. What are we doing here, right? In business, my friend Jay Abraham says, marketing is the ultimate leverage. What does leverage mean? Leverage means that, imagine, let me give you a real estate example, right? If you are trying to buy a house and it costs you $100,000, and then the bank will give you $90,000 and you need to put $10,000. And so you put $10,000, bank is putting $90,000. So which means your $10,000 turned into $100,000. So when the value of your property is going up, when your real estate value, the value of the property is going up, the $100,000 becomes $110,000. Makes sense? So you put $10,000, bank put $90,000, the value of the property goes up to $110,000. What does the bank get? Bank is getting their interest rate. But what are you going to get? You're going to get an additional $10,000. How much did you invest? You invested how much? $10,000. And you made how much? You made another $10,000. How cool is that, right? But let's look at the opposite side. This is what happens to most businesses. The house price was $100,000, and you put $10,000. Bank put $90,000. Imagine the property value went down by 10%. What happened? Now, the property is worth $90,000. Whose money is that? It's bank's money. What happened to your money? You don't have no money. It's gone. It's gone. Boom. It's gone. Make sense? What if the property value goes to $80,000, right? And now what happened was, bank put $90,000, and bank is asking you for the $10,000. And how much money did you lose? You put $10,000, you lost that. You had another $10,000 that is lost. So you lost $20,000. You lost the money you did not have. That's the problem with the leverage, right? Imagine the house price is $50,000. I'm not scaring you from buying a house. That's not the idea. Although it might be a bad idea to buy in 2022 while I'm recording this video. But depending upon your country, it could be different. But generally speaking, it might not be a good idea. So here is the thing. If the property becomes $50,000, you lost $50,000. What did the bank lose? Bank lost nothing, right? Because they know they made sure that you are capable of paying them back. So why am I saying this example? This is exactly what happens for marketing as well. You spend your $10,000, you lose money, you're going to lose more money because you're marketing more, or you're spending other things. You might be attracting the wrong customers, or there might be another salesperson working on this thing, and then they are not closing, and you could lose a lot of money in marketing. So it could be the ultimate positive leverage, or it could be the ultimate waste of your time and energy, which is a third thing. If you are spending money on marketing, make sure that you get at least your money back within 12 months, please. Right? You could lose money in the beginning. That's fine. It might happen, right? When you're putting an ad, and you might lose money in the beginning, and it might take you a few months to get all the money back. But at least in 12 months, you should have 2x to 10x return on investment, which means you put $10,000 into marketing, you should at least get $20,000 by end of the year. Otherwise, you are purely wasting your time and energy, right? So if you do these three things, and you do this 3-question checklist or this test, and check, the questions are you letting other people do marketing and you're just forgetting about it? 2, is your marketing significance driven or result driven? 3, do you have a clearly articulated, clearly strategic plan to get your money back, or at least make 2x to 10x money back in the next 12 months? Even if you don't know for sure, but at least do you have a plan like that? Then it's highly likely your marketing is going to succeed. And that's what I would like you to do. And if you want to learn more about these strategies and how to grow as a business, I have written a book called 90 Days to Life that is helping. It's a proven business novel. You could just get to read a novel. You get to read a novel. And at the end of it, if you read it a few times and get to know the ideas in it really good, then you have the potential to grow your revenue in your business. And people from 14 different countries are using my book as a tool to grow their business. My team must have put a link below. If you want to check out my book in US, there must be a link. If you're in India, there is an Indian edition. And if you are in south of India, in Kerala, there is an edition in Malayalam. And soon we will have an edition in Hindi and other languages as well. So check out below if you want to check out my book. But the bottom line is 3 things. 1, don't let others decide for your marketing. You become the expert on it until something is really automated, and then you can forget about it. 2, significant-based marketing versus result-based marketing. Focus on result-based marketing. 3rd, which is the final thing, make sure that you get your money back. Please, it's your hard-earned money. Don't waste it on somebody who's trying to sell you your significance and get you to spend money for nothing and waste money and not get any result at all. Okay, I'll see you on another video soon. Bye.
You had to go through some crazy experience in your life. I understand that, but you can change that today.